Hey everybody, so today I thought we'd do another home smoke alarm search. So, let's see what we got in this first 3D tour. So today we're going to be looking from Kansas City. Okay, built in 2004, so we might be promising, I'm not sure, unless they've replaced the smoke alarms. Oh, what do we have here? It's a BRK4120B. Okay, yeah, that one has the small lights. I was hoping it would have the big lights. Oh, look, there's an i3 and then another. That's kind of close to the wall, if you ask me. Let's see. Can you zoom in? No, you can't. So I'm gonna have to screenshot it. Hopefully I don't turn off my iPad on mistake. Okay, there we go. Wait, is the sound on? Yeah, the sound's on. Okay, yeah, that 4120B has the small lights. So, what am I doing? Is the kitchen seriously upstairs? I was honestly kind of hoping we'd have some Firex alarms in this. Like the Firex AD ramp-ups or something. That i3 looks like it's on a First Alert or Honeywell burglar alarm system. Whoops, I forgot to turn off notifications. Okay, my apologies on that. I see Hanny just posted something. I'll go check that out later. Alright, let's go back to the search. I am so tired this morning. Okay, so foyer. Wait, does this just go down to a basement or the garage? Let's see. Another 4120B. Oh, you know what? That one's easier to put in the thumbnail, so I'll just get this one instead. The thumbnail. I thought these were rare, but apparently not. Oh, look at this. Let's see if there's a smoke alarm in the laundry room, aka furnace room, and water heater room and all that. I know my aunt's water heater room is exactly like this. It's way similar. And hers has a smoke alarm in it. And if you're wondering, it's a Firex G6. And I'm trying to get it. So, oh yeah, that's probably the garage. That door next to that light switch. So yeah, there's the sensor. There's the door sensor for like the burglar alarm. I think there's just all 4120Bs. I was hoping I would find an SC6120B, but I'm not seeing one. It's just 4120Bs. Let's see. I think that's the master suite. Yep, another 4120B. Someone coming out of the ceiling? No, it's not. It's just... I don't know why I thought it was. Here's another bedroom. Okay, another 4120B. Another 4120B. So, I think it's just 4120Bs in this house. There's your living room. That smoke alarm's kind of close to the kitchen. So, imagine that. Those 4120Bs are sensitive. I mean, like, extremely. I have mine go off all the time. Or in the middle of the night, sometimes they would. I remember them scaring me really bad in the middle of the night. And there was one, when they went off for 4 hours straight, it was in the middle of the day. I was watching elevator videos when it happened. I was sitting on the couch, and then they all of a sudden they started going off. So I went around, and I didn't smell anything or see anything. And then they would not shut up. They would not shut up. I mean it. I almost thought about ripping them out of the ceiling, but instead I decided I was like, because then I had to go to school. Like, they were going off when I wasn't home too, so that was bad. They just would not stop going off. Finally, they stopped for an hour, and then what do you know? They went off again. So and then yeah, they went off in the middle of the night, and then they wouldn't stop. I couldn't sleep. I was just done that day. Oh, is this a Victorian style home? If so, I think we're gonna be lucky in some scenarios. Or wait, there must be a smoke wall. Or is there? Oh, there is. Oh, it's been replaced. Boring. Or I guess I wouldn't say boring. Just one of these 10-year battery life smoke alarms that I really do not care for. Another one. I was really hoping we would have something vintage. One of those pane in the glass lights. One of those kid. Alright, let's see what's upstairs. Is there a second floor in this home? Yeah, there is. And are you seriously just... Are you trying to load on me? Hold on, it's not being cooperative. Okay, let's try again. Alright, now we're gonna go upstairs to see if I happen to see any of the original smoke alarms. Oh, look! A KNCOSMMA, I believe this is. I have one. I have one of these in my collection. I actually like these. Let me pull mine down. Yeah, I can tell this is wireless because the green lights don't stay on. Because usually they do. Let me pull mine down real quick to see what model it is. Alrighty, so mine is a KNCOSM XTR. Yeah, that... I can't really see the last part because it's faded. Okay, so it says this one was manufactured in 2016, so this one I'll need to... Because I think these do expire, so around 2025, that's when I'll just, like, pull the batteries out and all that and just leave it up there. because I must have enabled it then. But I left the batteries out for a long time, so I guess that increases the life when you leave the batteries out. Because I just had it stored in a bin for a while, and then there was, at one point I put it up to cover the spot where the 4120B was that had the breaker trip. So I'll have to... The KNCOPEs or ICs are 2018. I remember getting those around then. Look at that! A missing smoke alarm. Either that was an I1040 or I9040. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I'm not sure. Either it was one of those 10-year life ones or... But yeah, I would have to look on Amazon to see the proper model of that. Why are there so many missing smoke alarms in this house? Let's see, is there one at the bottom of the stairs? Nope. Okay. So, a few of my alarms have a few years left to go before they expire, so I'll start removing the batteries once they get, like, a little closer so I can increase the life, if that'll do any good. Because some of them, like the KNCOPE ICs, I can't find anywhere now. I've looked at Home Depot, I looked on Amazon, because I've been looking for one for my hallway. I ended up not finding one, so I put an I12060A up there. I did that on I did that on Friday, actually. I put those up. Alright, let's go back to the search. Another 3D tour. Oh, wow, this seems like an old-looking house. Let's hope it has something good. Oh, no, it's been renovated, so... Probably not. Oh, look, there's the camera. Say cheese. Alrighty, let's, Okay. Oh, just First Alert 9120B. Next to one of those dome fixtures I really do not care for. I have those in my hallways, and they are a pain in the glass to change. Another 9120B. So obviously these were replaced, because this house seems really old. I thought about putting 9120Bs in this house, but I was lazy and didn't want to have to replace the hard wires. So I decided to put, but I prefer Kidde. That's just my preference for a house. Since the 4120Bs are not manufactured anymore, or else I would have put new ones of those in. Because those are some of the most sensitive smoke alarms that I know of, at least. There may be some... There's only 2 smoke alarms from what I'm seeing. Or, you know what? Let's see. There might be a combination. Because most... Oh, yeah, I forgot to look in this room. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the one I already looked in. But I guess... Yeah, another 9120B. There's your bathroom. A 9120B. Let's see. Okay, yep. Let's see if there's any in the kitchen. Because that person who I know, yeah, she has one in the kitchen. And it's a Firex FX1020. I badly want one of those. I want to set it off. Those are nice and loud. They're like a fire alarm in continuous, from what I know. And then yeah, I'm gonna wire it up to a cord when I get it. I have a cord actually hooked onto my clock that I wired up at one point to see if it would work, and it does not work, the clock. So when I get a smoke alarm, I'm going to wire it up to a cord since I know how to do that. It's not that easy, but because you got to make sure the copper wires don't break. That's what my uncle warned me to be careful about. Either I'll do it myself or I'll just do it when I'm with my uncle. I'll probably do that with him. Because I want to have a project for him and I. So you gotta match the color wires too. If you wire it the wrong way, yeah, that's not gonna end well. So, just a disclaimer, you want to be really careful with electricity. Because it can shock you. And it's fatal. It can be fatal. To your house and or to you. Because I know of houses that have burned down due to electric fires. Let me think. I didn't have any family members. Or I have family members, of course, but I don't think any of them have ever had a house burned down. I hope not. Well, the thing is, you want battery backup when you have smoke alarms if they're interconnected, cause from what I know, cause those ones that do not have battery backup do not have will not work if the power goes out to the house, which is an issue. Oh, what's this? Looks like some type. Oh, it's one of the... my cousin has one of these in her house. In her new house she just moved into. I noticed that they have these Kidde worry-free 10-year life ones. I'm thinking about offering to test them. Oh, look at this. Okay, yeah, that's either an i9050 or i9030. Let's see what's in here. Okay, another Kidde 10-year life one. I'm not gonna get a photo of the i9, or you know what? Screw it, I will. Looks like it's next to like a box cover. Like a wirebox cover plate. Or no, that's a glass break sensor. I thought of where the CO5120B was, I thought about putting one of those white plates to cover the box where the wires are. Because I have speaker wires that are covered by that. So I thought about just, I thought about like maybe putting one of those up there, but instead I decided to plug in a 4120B, so that way I at least have one 4120B with AC power, because I think they look cool when they have the green lights on. But that one in the spare bedroom, I cannot get it out. I tried the other week. I tried about a month ago, and then ended up realizing that the screw was stripped, so... And then I even tried the rubber band trick, and that didn't work. So I'm going to have to get the strips screw remover. So I asked my cousin, since she works at a hardware store, where which one's the best, and she gave me some options. And I'm gonna need an electric screwdriver for that. So that's gonna be a pain. I'm just glad I was able to get the one in the game room. Now I don't have to worry about that one for another good 10 years. Because I plan on being in my house a while. Unless something comes up and then I have to move somewhere. As far as I know, I'm staying here. But either way, if I were to move, I would bring all my smoke alarm collection with me. I'd probably leave the new ones I put in behind. I'd leave them in this house since they're new. But I would bring everything else with me. I would even try and pull out the CO5120B hardwire harness. So I can at least have that. And if I had an electrician trying to fix things, I would ask him to do it. And I probably would not announce if I were moving houses. I would wait until the moving process was done. But if so, it's not going to happen for a while. And no, I will not disclose the part of the city, I will not disclose any details on where it is. Because, for my own protection, of course. That's an absolute no-no for me to disclose obvious details. So yeah, let me think. When I make videos for my channel, I take things serious usually. With protection and safety wise, yes, I take that very serious. And fire safety, yes, I take that serious. Because I do not want to, I don't want to lose access and stuff like that. Because I know of situations where, people have lost access. So I'm gonna follow the guidelines. And right before I created my channel, it didn't even, I don't think it asked me to look through the guidelines. I just went and looked at them. I went on Google. I really meant this to be an O-Voter channel and like hotel tours. But when let me think, it was that one YouTube short where the KNCOPEIC activated. I think that was due to dust. Because my fans were on. The fans sometimes do set off my smoke alarms on my wall. And then I have to take them down and clean them. Like I did with the PI2010. I had to let that one air out. Because it had dust in it. According to another smoke alarm collector, it was dust. But yeah, I did let it air out in case it was that. Let's see. How do I get back? I'm trying to go look at another listing. This house was boring. It didn't really have any good stuff. There we go. So let's see. What's another good house? Okay, let's see. This one. Oh, wow. This one's old. Okay, we might have some treasures. Let's hope for luck. A Universal SS-36. This is a really cool house. Ooh, an old Brinks burglar alarm system. That's cool. I wonder if... No, it doesn't look like it's operational. Hold on, I was getting a phone call. Let me text the person back. Okay. Sorry about that. It was just a phone call that I was getting. What the heck? Okay, that looks like it's a missing Kidda smoke alarm. That looks like... Sorry, I was getting a text. So, yeah. Let's see. A missing smoke alarm and even a missing light shade. Okay, and then the ceiling's cracked too. That reminds me of my Nana's house. Except her smoke alarm wasn't missing. It was not operational. But, I did find what it was. The battery wasn't connected all the way. Or, the original one, the one I pulled out of it was dead. But, and then when I put in the new one, I didn't connect it all the way. Oh, wow, I like that can light. Those can lights, I've always thought those were cool. I stayed at a cabin that had that. I forget what type of smoke alarms they had. I have those exact... I have those exact sink lights. I have those. Oh no, one of these lights. These are definitely a pain in the glass. Because, you know, my Nana used to have these in her house.